Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Dean and Michaela Unscripted. We have a special guest today, Corbin Bryant.
Hello.
Applause. Applause, yes. And today we are going to be talking about all things musicals and theater and plays, all of it.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, let's do it. So who wants to begin just yapping away?
I think Dean
Okay.
would like to. I think Dean would love to.
I'm sure he would. I'm
Okay,
sure he
so I
would.
guess we'll start with like the musicals that we've done, like our favorite, least favorite, I guess. I don't know. Um,
Okay.
okay,
Hmm.
so hi, y'all. I'm a theater child. So is the rest of everyone. And okay, so I've done multiple shows before. I've done many. I think my favorite has got to be probably Footloose
Mm.
because it was fun like having like a good auditorium for it. We borrowed the auditorium of St. Francis to do the
Ooh,
show,
that's good.
which is very
Hmm.
nice.
I've never
Yeah.
been in there before. Is it nice?
It is.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
it's great.
very nice. Hmm.
Um
Yeah.
we were
Hmm.
able to use floor mics, which worked very well. Um everything was on point. The set was pretty good, all that. That was probably my favorite. My least favorite, though, was when we did Fairly Odd Parents, because the set, the mics, everything was uncoordinated as hell. Um, and we
Mm.
had about two
Wait, what grade were
shows,
you in?
huh?
What grade were you in when you did
There
that?
we go. That's better.
Um, let's see.
Oh, awesome. Mm.
I think it's like seventh or eighth,
Wasn't that
but
Oh, okay.
through Mel's music school?
it was. It was it was not a fun experience doing that musical, but the rest of the musicals and plays or whatever I've done, no real complaints. The only complaint I've had from another musical is when I did Aladdin and I was stabbed in the side with a wooden sword, which was like I had a
Ooh.
bruise for like a week,
That's how.
which was not
Dang.
fun. But anyways,
I
yeah,
assume you were Jafar. You were Jafar, right?
I was.
Okay, yeah.
Love that.
Figures,
I would
figures.
love that.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
get a
Michaela,
lot
do you
of
want it?
villain roles.
What's up?
Oh.
As
Yeah.
Wait, what, Corbin?
you get a lot of villain roles. Someone who isn't very
He
intimidating.
does.
You get a lot of villain
Yeah,
roles.
I have gotten more
Hmm.
villain roles than hero roles. Mr. Hayes, if you're watching this, next year, if you want to follow up with that, love that. Um,
Hint, hint.
Sweeney
But
Todd.
yeah.
But
Sweeney Todd. Newsies.
Sweetheart, oh, that's my favorite show.
anyways,
Yeah.
damn, we're tweaking already.
Oh.
Um,
Did you think we were gonna not tweak this early?
this okay.
I know,
Yeah, you're
right?
right. I should have been
You're in
prepared
a
for this.
conversation with me, dude.
I should have been
Peak
prepared.
tweak
I
time.
should have been prepared for this. Oh,
You start, Corbin, talking about your experience while I look
yeah,
up this picture.
yeah.
I've been in 14 productions, and I'm in the
Jeez.
middle of my 15th right now, which is The Mystery of Edwin Drood. This is
Okay. Hmm.
I'm on my 15th show right now. I've been in 14 productions before, and we are doing The Mystery of Edwin Drood right now with Canisius High School. I'm super stoked about it. I'm playing
Yeah.
William Cartwright, the chairman, and
Ooh.
he's
Yes.
he's got a lot he's got a lot going on in his character. It's a
Hmm.
bit to keep track of.
This is
Uh
true.
Yeah.
I
That is
don't
true.
I can't say it's my favorite show. I mean, the music is growing on me. I used to not like it very much at first, but I have a feeling the show is going to grow on me a lot. My favorite show
Hmm.
that I've ever been in was The Addams Family last year. I was Gomez Adams,
Ooh.
and peak show.
That
Oh
was
my
so good.
god.
I can't believe that's your favorite out of 15.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was
Wow.
that was probably my biggest role and
Hmm.
the biggest like production I was in at the time. That was the biggest show I was in at the time. I think like the the biggest show I've ever been in terms of like either budget, not budget. It was like I guess I was an out. My point is, oh my gosh, the biggest show that I've
Mhm.
ever like been in was Bonnie and Clyde with Bellissima Productions.
That's
It didn't
massive.
have
Yeah.
the biggest cast, but it was at the Theater of Youth with a professional company. And I was super stoked about it, and it was a
Mm.
lot of fun. That was one of my favorite musicals I've ever done.
That's
That's awesome.
massive. And
That's
you know
awesome.
what else is
Yeah.
massive?
Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, I mean, I wish I could have saw that though. I saw what's it called, Alice by Heart, I think though. That was
Yeah,
really
we did
good.
that right before. That was on a little bit of a
Mhm.
smaller scale. I would say I like because the no actually they're equal. They're equal in
Hmm.
my eyes.
Yeah, that was so
Alice by
funny.
Heart was
Ugh,
cool. That
it
was
was
a
yeah,
neat
that was really
show.
good.
Alice by Heart was like the thing that got me to like Alice in Wonderland because I never really cared about it beforehand.
Hmm. Yeah, I was dead sick in the audience too. I remember having to hold my cough every scene. It was so funny. Sitting next to Kai, and Kai's like, it was just funny.
There
Oh,
was this cool program that my mom just showed me a little bit earlier today. It's on this Instagram account called Design Action was advertising it. They're this place in New York City, and they are doing this program called Springboard to Design, which I will be signing up for, and maybe I'll get a trip to New York City out of it to learn how to do all the musical stuff that people don't normally think of.
Hmm,
I'm talking like
hmm.
set design, costume design, sound design, stuff like that,
gotcha.
which would be interesting to
That's
learn about.
sick. Wow.
I originally
Yeah.
wanted to go to college for something theater related, and as
Yeah.
fun as it would be to be a professional actor, combination of things. Number one, I don't want to be the most famous, and number two, I would actually like to have a paycheck at
I was just gonna say, yeah,
after
you might want to
college.
get some money.
So
Yeah.
instead, I
Hmm.
think I'm gonna go for something else. Not
Yeah.
a acting main thing, but like I'm gonna
Hmm.
do acting on the side.
You could
Never
all,
never
yeah,
gonna
I
be
was
done.
gonna say, you can do it on the side for sure. Yeah.
Even if it's just like
Hmm.
community theater. Most people love community theater anyways.
Oh, I love it. It's the best. It's the best. Yeah.
Michaela, do you wanna share your
My, sure. My family's doing karaoke downstairs. It's like horror.
uh
You have
Anyway,
how many siblings do you have?
I have two siblings, but my parents are doing it too, so it's extra loud. Anyway,
Hey,
my theater
you go.
experience. Yeah. I'd say my favorite show I've been in freshman, junior, sophomore. No, Freaky Friday, Little Mermaid.
What is Freaky Friday?
You don't know Freaky?
I've
The
never heard of that.
Lindsay Lohan and like how the hourglass they broke the hourglass, so then they switch bodies.
I've never heard of that.
Corbin. Oh, we're watching that together. I don't care.
I haven't
I don't
I
either.
care. It's iconic. It's iconic. What? Guys. Ugh. Anyway,
Dean and I just might be fried.
you might.
You
It's
might be
like one of
fried. No,
those.
no, 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 no. You're
No,
not bringing
no,
me
no,
into
You
no.
don't know
this.
what it is either, Dean.
You're
I
not
Both of
want
you
bringing
you
are
me into
to.
fried.
this. No,
Both
no,
of
no,
you
no, no, no,
are.
no, no.
Oh my gosh. It's like one of those Mean Girls, Legally Blonde iconic 2000s movies. It's iconic. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, if it's one of those, then it is probably peak fiction. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it definitely is. Okay. Freaky Friday, Little Mermaid, Drowsy Chaperone, um, junior year, Chicago, Addams Family, Legally Blonde,
Right.
and now The Mystery of Edwin Drood. Oh, and Girls in the Boat. That's a play I did too.
Hmm.
How
Okay.
was Girls in the Boat?
Oh, yeah, now let's get into that. So that's my least favorite play. Let's start that. Let's start there. Least favorite because ooh, I was doing Kairos. I was about to go on Kairos, and I was also in Adam's Family that same week of the show. So I was just stressed out like crazy. It was insane. And like opening night, something happened with the sound, and like there was like an interview or something. Kind of sounded like a podcast. I was playing over us talking, and it went on for 10 minutes straight.
Speaking of
We had to
podcasts,
restart.
Whoa!
We had to restart the whole
Whoa,
show. It was so bad.
dude.
It was so,
Really?
but hmm we were only like a scene or two in though, but we had to restart it because like it was going on forever. Like you couldn't. Yeah, that was
I
my
remember
least favorite.
Yeah.
I
Hmm?
remember I had to miss Girls in the Boat for some reason, and I
I
don't
remember that
remember
too.
why. I had to miss that and Legally Blonde for some reason because I was like out of town for half of it. Oh no, Legally Blonde was because
Yeah,
of Almost
because of
Maine.
Maine, right, right.
Almost Maine
Hmm.
and all the other school plays at the time happened in the same week
The same
on the
week, like
same
that
night.
November. Yeah,
That really limited
crazy.
the amount of people that we had for Almost Maine too.
Yeah,
I
because
suppose
everyone
that
was going to see
Yeah, because we
Martin.
had
Yeah.
we only had Mallory and Lena. Shout out to them.
Hmm.
hey,
They both played like three characters, and they had to study three sets of lines.
I did
Round of
hear
applause for
about
Mallory
that.
right now, even if she's not
Does
watching right
anyone
now.
does
Now my favorite musical.
Oh,
Gotta be Chicago. Gotta be Chicago. Junior year at Narden. It's because it's my forte. It's dancing. It's all dance. Like, Bob Fosse and his like arm movements.
yeah.
It's just it's iconic. And you saw it, Corbin. Like it was awesome.
I
Hmm.
remember I went to go see Chicago and it was amazing. I could barely tell what people were saying half the time. Well, other than that, I
No.
remember it being pretty good. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot.
Hmm.
And I anytime we talk about Chicago in person, I always look at Michaela and go, "Hey, do the thing." And then she does her dance in the opening
Yes.
scene.
The
Do the thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
do the thing.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
do it in rehearsal every time we mention it now. I'm gonna be like,
Do it.
Yeah.
Do the rock.
yeah,
Do the rock.
it was iconic. Yeah.
Um.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So Mel's actually was doing Chicago after they did Footloose, but I skipped on that for some reason. Um.
Hmm. Why?
I think it was because like I saw I s- what school was it? Maryvale. They did a production of Into the Woods, and I just got real pissy because all their like equipment and stuff was like so much better than the stuff that we had, and I don't know. I
Real
just
pissy, huh?
real pissy. Yeah, I just need.
I feel I feel the same way, honestly. I used to be super jealous of Amherst High School.
Oh,
Hmm.
me
If I
too.
didn't go to Canisius or like any of the private schools, the next school I would have gone to would be Amherst High. I
I
live
still
right
am
next
jealous
to
of
it.
Hmm.
Amherst.
They're Les Mis, bro.
Oh my God. I've
So
been
talented.
seeing all of their shows, or not all, like a majority of their shows. I didn't see like Gravy the Plot Thickens, but I've
Hmm.
seen almost all of their shows since Titanic. Yeah, that was like my seventh or eighth grade or something like
Yeah.
that. No, that was my seventh grade. I think. I remember I saw their production of Sweeney Todd, and
Hmm.
that blew my mind. And ever since, Sweeney
Yeah.
Todd has been like my favorite. Either that or the Drowsy Chaperone. It is a toss up. I
Yeah.
Oh,
love the Drowsy
love
Chaperone.
me some Drowsy. Yeah.
I
I've never
saw.
found a song that I could relate to more than uh, Accident Waiting to Happen from the Drowsy Chaperone. I relate to that song heavy.
The roller skates. I know. That was yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah. I saw the only production of Amherst I saw was Sweeney Todd. And once I saw that I completely fell in love with it.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
oh Mr. Hayes. Like, come on.
Mr.
Hmm.
Hayes. Sweeney Todd's
Hmm.
like my favorite show ever. I would love
If
to
you
play Sweeney.
cast me as Tobias, I'll give you
Uh,
$50. Um
That's crazy. The bribe. Oh my gosh.
bribery.
Bribery?
Wow.
We just caught you on camera bribing Mr. Hayes.
you guys
I
get
find
it.
it so funny that you're playing a character named Reverend Chris Sparkle. Like you look like a Chris Sparkle to me.
And you look
Like
like a
you're
bitch.
just like the name like the name Chris Sparkle. On the opening video of this podcast, when you like greeted the audience, you put like little sparkly emojis next to the captions.
Yeah, because
like,
we're demure and petite like that. Like,
yeah, you're demure and petite like that, Mr. Chris Sparkle. You see
Look
my
like a
point?
Chris Sparkle.
we're
I
mindful
win.
demure.
I win.
Was that a moth? What? Dude, I swear a
Dean, what?
moth just came flying across my room. What?
Maybe he saw a
Bam.
Chris Sparkle fly across his
Okay. Okay. Alright.
You know what, Chris
Okay.
Sparkle? You know, sparkles are like
Oh,
light, so you think moths are trying to like get attracted to Chris
exactly.
Sparkle.
Because they like flames, right? So maybe he's, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We should talk about um like things in theater that like are so like just annoying pet peeves in theater.
Oh.
Because I
You look like you got something to say.
something to say, bro. Oh my gosh,
Bruh.
when bro, no one gets it.
No.
Okay, no, okay. So like one of my theater pet peeves is when people that are auditioning when they when directors have like favorites. So when people audition and they don't gotta try as hard because they know they're just gonna get a role, and then everyone else that like has to
Okay.
like it's just so fun.
That's
This isn't even directed because I've seen this everywhere.
okay, so that's the
I
This is
funny
not
feel
thing.
directed
called
play.
out.
That's the funny
Hmm?
thing. I feel like I should have been thrown into ensemble this year, but I don't I don't know. I,
I feel
That
like you're calling
self-esteem.
me
Wow.
out for something. I don't like that.
No,
I tried
no, no,
my
no,
hardest on that
no, no,
audition,
no.
and
we've been
it's I
recording for
think it
25
is.
minutes. My God. Okay.
Oh shit.
This is iconic though. It's okay.
It's
Like
It's
iconic.
this is awesome.
iconic.
It's
It's iconic.
iconic.
It's
It's
fine.
teed up, and it is the
Iconic.
moment.
Yes. Wendy
I
Williams
do.
quote.
I do have to say that as someone who like really really cares about all things arts, like I'm like a vocalist, musician, an actor, a
Hmm.
photographer, everything everything you could think of, I've probably done a little bit in. Like I just enjoy anything that has to do with the arts. So
Hmm.
when we do shows and there's that small group of people that just do not care and weigh the entire show down, it's like there's some people here that put so much time into this show, and people are gonna remember it based on the the few people
No.
who just didn't
Oh yeah,
care.
yeah,
So
that's the thing.
frustrating.
I've had all of my
Oh.
lines done since January, and there's a select few people. I'm not gonna name names, but I know they're gonna up for everyone else.
Corbin. Corbin. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
I'm not. I
That's
have a lot of
wild. That's
lines. I'll be
crazy.
fine.
I'm
Listen,
kidding.
yo,
That's
okay, listen,
crazy.
listen, listen. If there's anything you should know about me from any show I've done, and Chasing Perfection as well,
Hmm.
I am fully memorized and always will bring the right the right amount of energy to my performances,
Hmm.
Let's hope so.
even
Okay.
if I
I
don't feel
trust you.
prepared.
I trust you with that because you've proven yourself. But some people in the cast have not. So like we're gonna see how this works out.
I was
Yeah.
super worried about the Addams Family because
Hmm.
the beginning of I think it was the second scene. It was either the
Hmm.
second or the no, not second scene. Uh no, it was the scene like midway through Act 1 where the Beinecke's uh went to the Adams' house
Hmm.
and they all pile in and Gomez walks out and he does this whole monologue about the family history and
Hmm.
introduces everyone. I had to memorize all that, and I believe there was some longer lines I had to memorize in the second act, and I was super nervous about them because they were long, and I really
Hmm.
didn't know like if I was going to be able to do it on stage. And then I did it on stage
Hmm.
perfectly, and I was like, yeah, it was fine.
That's
All
yeah.
the worrying does
Hmm.
in fact make performances better from that perspective.
Hmm.
Yeah. 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
That reminds me a lot of there was the day before Christmas Eve. And you guys know what I did on Christmas Eve, which was
what?
release Chasing Perfection.
At
Oh,
work.
that. I'm like, what'd you do?
I released Chasing Perfection on Christmas Eve, and I spent 11 or 12 and a half, I think, 12 and a half hours the day before getting all the final recordings done with everyone else in my band, and I actually put it up online at 2 a.m. the morning of.
Oh my
So,
God.
so like, even if
Jeez.
even if there's stuff to be left done, you could trust me to make sure everything ends up fine.
Hmm.
At
2
least
in the
for
morning,
me. At
bro?
least for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm
I
fidgeting
I
around with
remember
like this
playing it for my
thing.
mom on Christmas. I was like, she was like, "Oh, he has potential." I was like, "Yeah, that's the guy from because she still doesn't she can't distinguish you from Carter. So she's like, "Oh, those are the Baker Boys." I'm like, "Yeah."
The
Yeah.
Baker
Oh, the Baker
Boy.
Boys. I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, because they're both short.
Yeah.
I was the
No,
Anyway.
one
I'm
with
like
the
I'm
yellow
like
bow
the short
tie.
the younger one is taller, the other one's shorter who's blonde. I'm like I can't she doesn't get
Hmm.
it. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds exactly like a lot of friend groups I'm in.
Mhm.
That's like you and me.
Makes about
Oh,
sense.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That's
mhm.
like when we were at Newport 2 nights ago, or was it last night? 2 nights ago, I
I
think.
don't remember.
Mm.
Yeah, it was Friday night. We were at Newport, and you were like the tallest guy there, and I was one of the shorter people there, I believe.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I can't hang
That's
out with Dean in
really unfortunate.
public.
Huh?
I can't hang out with you in public ever.
Well, I
Ever.
mean,
I'm gonna get laughed at.
the cast interview kind of did you in there. So,
I know. No, you're a whole foot taller than me. Like, what's a foot, right? Like my back. Like
Really?
this. Oh, you're a whole foot taller than me in some inches.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Wow.
that's
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
6'5". Michaela's
I'm
like 5'2", right?
yeah,
You have a foot and some change on her. That's actually wild.
insane.
And I have
Ugh,
I don't know how many inches on Carter. Um, how
probably the
tall
same amount because he's like my height.
How many inches you have on my brother?
how tall
I
is
mean Carter
Carter?
is a few inches taller than Michaela. So
Like five
he
four,
I
maybe.
don't think he's 5'4".
My Shayla.
Mm. My Shayla.
Oh my god, my Shayla.
We should start saying my
Rosa.
Kayla.
Like
Ah.
Rosa.
No,
No.
we're
Oh my
renaming
God.
Rosa. We're renaming Rosa to my Shayla from now on.
My.
Her name was never Rosa. It was always Shayla. It was always
No,
By the way, Dean and I agreed, and we're gonna tell the entire cast that when we don't know a line, like you say line, we're gonna say type in replace of it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I can't wait to see
I
the
definitely agree with
reaction on
that.
like
Yeah,
I can't wait to see the reaction on our directors' faces. I don't even know. I don't know if Eli has reacted to that yet. Eli is typically the lines guy. I can't wait to
All
see
right.
Eli's face when we
Mhm.
just look at we just look at Eli and go, type
so you tell
type shit.
Rosa. So you're telling me you don't want to sing anymore? Type.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
Oh,
you're
oh,
ripping
that's
his
great.
composure. Type.
right. Like, no, Corbin, you're gonna be saying type probably in the first couple of weeks.
Type
So you're saying there's a murder? Type.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Michaela, there's a dress code. Why aren't
What
you
you mean?
fitting the dress code of today's podcast episode?
Oh, should
We're
I just
both
strip right
here in
now?
our Bill's apparel. Stripped down, what?
Do we have any like closing remarks or anything?
Um, I need. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
See Edwin Drood. Go
Yeah, I was
see
gonna
that
say, go
show.
see the show. March 13th, 14th,
Please.
15th at 7:30 p.m. Be there. Or 7.
Skasha Auditorium.
7:30.
Skasha
7:30.
Auditorium. Canisius High
Yes,
School.
7:30 at Canisius High School. Be there or be square.
Yeah.
And trust me, you don't want to be square. Why have 4 sides?
Alright. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and thank you, Corbin, for being our guest. But
Yeah.
yes, see you guys next time.
Bye,
Peace.
y'all.